Pop Squat. Coming at ya. This is a song I wanted to check out. People have been talking about it for a couple of days because it was coming out and then it came out, and I wanted to do it yesterday and I didn't have time, so I'm doing it today. Camila, I can talk. Camila Cabello with "I Love It" featuring Playboi Carti, and I've never reacted to anything from Camila. I can't talk. Fuck, I can't talk. Camila. Nothing sounds right. Camila Cabello. So we're gonna read a little bit about her. Oh my God, Latin American Spanish. Oh, that's what the name is. Born March 3rd, 1997, is an American singer-songwriter. She rose to prominence as a member of the girl group Fifth Harmony, which honestly I can say I have never heard that name. Fifth Harmony. I probably have heard their music and just never heard their name. Which became one of the best-selling girl groups of all time. Interesting. While in Fifth Harmony, she began to establish herself as a solo artist with the release of the collaborative singles "I Know What You Did Last Summer" with Shawn Mendes and "Bad Things" with Machine Gun Kelly. The latter peaked at number 4 on the U.S. Billboard Hot 100. She left the group in late 2016. Oh yeah, I was like all busy being married and to a horrible person. Her debut studio, Camila, came out in 2018, peaked atop the U.S. Billboard 200, received platinum certification by the recording industry, blah, 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 blah. Its follow-up, Never Be the Same, reached the top 10 in multiple countries. Her 2019 duet with Shawn Mendes, Senorita, was met with similar success as the former, becoming her second song to peak the Billboard Hot 100 and was included in her second album, Romance, in 2019. The album peaked, Early Life and Education. I really don't know anything about her, although I know I have heard her music, and I think I actually saw her perform on SNL a couple of years ago, and I liked it. Controversy, I don't care. What? Including the uses of the N-word and mocking Chris Brown's 2009 assault on Rihanna. I don't know. I'm not going to read all that. There's a lot of words here. So this is the song "I Love It" by Camila Cabello, featuring American singer and rapper Playboi Carti from Cabello's upcoming 4th studio album CXOXO. It was released on March 27th of 2024 through Geffen and Interscope as the album's lead single. So March 27th, today is March 28th. There you go. The song samples Gucci Mane's Lemonade and interpolates the chorus of Rihanna's Cockiness. Love it. Let's just get to the music and see what we think. That's what I think. I'm going to back up, start from the beginning. 3 minutes, 31 seconds. Camila Cabello, "I Love It," featuring Playboi Carti. I looked for the lyrics. I thought I actually... here we go. Here are the lyrics. Let us get to the right spot. All right, let's check this out. Produced by El Guincho and Jasper Harris. And I also want to see what this is listed as in terms of music styles. Rap, pop, hyper pop. Interesting. Trap, Jersey club, pop rap, southern rap, Atlanta rap, hip hop, Cuba, and then USA and in English, which has been being added to a lot of things lately. Let's check this out. "I Love It" from Camila Cabello, 3 minutes and 31 seconds, featuring Playboi Carti. Let's go. Love a little archery. I'm a geek. Like the sound.
Supersonic, in your orbit, in the bed, diabolic, bottle rocket, on the carpet, threw it back, and he caught it. I go soprano, baby go down low, and when he leaves, I gotta follow. I'm blacking out, I'm on a spiral, I need you now, and tomorrow. I love it, 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 I love it. I love it, 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 ooh. I love it, 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 I love it.
What's with all the what's with all the violence towards her in this music video? Nicolas Mendez directed music video opens up with Cabello eating chocolate cake before showing scenes of the singer in different nightmarish sequences, sprinting away from dogs, getting beaten up in a wrestling match, holding onto a palm tree and getting into a car accident. The palm tree that is being cut down by the police. Cabello is seen destroying a king-size bed with an imaginary gun. Playboi Carti's appearance is preceded by a shot of Cabello dancing blindfolded amongst several other women at a gas station. The video ends with Cabello at the hospital having been shot by Cupid's arrow. It doesn't end with that. I mean, it's like one of the early scenes. Is it by Cupid's arrow? Do we know that? I'm not really watching the video. I'm very curious about what they're trying to communicate here. Is she talking about, and I know I've stopped only partway through the song, but is she trying to draw attention to, is she trying to put into these little scenarios the way she feels about whatever her fame, the pain that she's gone through in her life, whether from being assaulted, and I know nothing about her background, like the situation she's been in that have been uncomfortable for her. Maybe she was actually chased by dogs. I mean, like, is that what she's talking about, or is this like a broader statement about like these are the sorts of things that women have to deal with in life, or that they feel constantly under threat? Maybe that's it. Like, she's feeling under threat. Women feel under threat. I don't know. I don't know what she's trying to say. I was hoping there would be a little bit more information. Instead, this just describes the video. It doesn't tell me anything about like what the significance of this could be. Does any of this say, no, this is all going to be about the music itself? I think it sounds good. It's very poppy. It's very accessible. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Like, that sounds cool. Her voice is cool. It's not surprising. She's super successful. But I like the little kind of squeakiness to her voice. Squeakiness isn't like a rasp to her voice. I think sounds really cool. I'm going to back up just a little bit because I stopped there. Yeah, it's like, you know, we're not even halfway through the video, and they've obviously shown her already shot with the arrow. Let's go again.
I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it.
Okay, that is a fantastic image of somebody pouring drinks into your cup from the gasoline pump. That is great. Nice. How stupid do you think she felt doing those shots with that gun that is there? It's kind of funny.
Slow down, babe.
Okay, I like the X's over the eyes. Very much supposed to be giving the idea of like they're dead, right? That's a common sort of iconography for like a dead character, is the X's over the eyes. That's in like drawings. That's pretty cool.
Oh, you on the road now? Oh, you grown now? Oh, you too grown now? You trying to take time by your long. All this Novocaine got a 9 to the drugs now. Moving out Mary Jane, I feel burnt out like the sun now. Vinci door, SVJ, I'm round with her perm out. Vinci door, SVJ, I'm round with her perm out. Pink cuts the big worm out. How the fuck got the sherm out? I went to like climb out. Leave a nigga fake down, fuck around. gon' find out. I hope you know you need a flashlight, tryna fall around that hoe. Told you like, I'm out of control. She says I'm way too young, She says I'm way too young,
It's interesting. I liked his additions at the end here, Playboi Carti stuff. I am trying to figure out exactly what they're trying to say, and his verse may not be connected exactly with what she's talking about earlier, but for him, I mean, kind of sounds like talking about drugs, right? But then he's talking about she says I'm way too young. Wait right here. She says I'm way too young. Like, is he trying to finish up the story like she's interested in somebody who's much younger than her, maybe is a little bit crazier, a little wilder, and so they get into a lot of crazy situations where she's in trouble or she ends up getting killed. I don't know. I'm trying to put together a story here that there may absolutely not be one to tell. It sounds good. It's fun. I think his verse is good. Sounds cool. The way he just kind of runs everything together, and yet it sounds super cool. I liked the addition of his stuff. I'm surprised they didn't have him do his section and then have her come back in and do a little bit more, even just like wrap up with the I love it, I love it, I love it, that chorus again. But still, it's good. Yeah, I have no idea what this is supposed to be about. Bad relationships. Super twisted, sick, addicted. Kiss me hard, someday you'll miss this meteor shower in your power. Seeing stars, oh my god, I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it. Yeah. There you go. That's what I can figure out is probably about dangerous relationships, right? Putting yourself into dangerous situations. But I don't know. It may be nothing. It may just be she wanted to have something that sounded cool, and that's what this is. And it does sound cool. So good stuff. It's fun to see, like this I would very much put in the pop category, right? Like her music on this. And it's fun to see somebody like, well, really any rapper, but to see somebody like Playboi Carti kind of pulled into this to give it a completely different feel. And yep, we're going to do pop, but we're going to include a like strong, big hip hop section of it. And I think that's awesome. I love it when music crosses over. I love it when artists are willing to do something a little bit different, right? And I know collaborations like this happen all the time now, but they didn't used to. And it is very cool to see it happen more and more often. And then you get to see how just music in general changes over time. It's awesome. It's great. I mean, to go from something like Blondie's Rapture, where Blondie was rapping because she thought it was cool. They all thought in Blondie. Debbie Harry was rapping, and it was because those guys were all friends with a lot of the people who were creating rap music, Fab Five Freddy and all that sort of stuff, all those sort of people, and they wanted to include that music in their pop music because they thought it was so cool, but they didn't bring Fab Five Freddy to come do something on the track. I shouldn't say that. He probably did do some scratching and mixing and things like that, but he didn't rap on it. And it's cool now. Jesus, 40 years later, we've got something like this where big pop stars like, oh hey, you're a huge hip hop star, come be on my song. It's just awesome. It's very, very cool. Um, Great stuff. I liked it. It's a good song. Am I gonna download it? I don't know. I need to listen to it probably a couple more times to see if it's something I really want to listen to over and over. But it is a good song, and I'm sure I'll hear it on the radio. Because I do actually listen to the radio sometimes, especially when I'm taking my 11-year-old to school. Because it's better than the music I get from the channel, because there's a lot less swearing on the radio. Pop Squat, check it out. Please like, subscribe, and share. Cash App, PayPal, Patreon. Like I said in some of my other videos, I've been doing a lot of videos lately that I can't monetize. So if you could go check out another video on the channel, would definitely help me out. I'm currently out of work. I'm looking for work. Trying to get people to help me out here. If you can join my Patreon for a couple of months for just $2 a month, I would appreciate it. Thank you very much. Have yourself a good night. Bye-bye.